Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the overlooked or forgotten TV shows that are completely bizarre and totally unhinged.
I'm out of here.
Not so fast, mister.
Number 10. The Prisoner. A lot of explanations for this utterly confusing sci-fi series boil down to, hey, it was the 60s.
I suppose you're wondering what you're doing here.
It hadn't crossed my mind. What's it all about?
Sit down and I'll tell you.
We can't attest to whether or not some illicit chemical substances went into the making of this series. What is clear is that The Prisoner is one-of-a-kind experience. It stars Irish actor Patrick McGoohan. As a secret agent, he finds himself held captive in a strange, isolated village.
I will not make any deals with you. I've resigned. I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own.
Is it?
Yes, you won't hold me.
The plot reads like a mix between Lost and Gilligan's Island. Its charmingly primitive special effects, surrealist imagery, and counterculture themes make it a pretty disorienting experience for modern audiences.
Good day, number 6.
Number what?
6. For official purposes, everyone has a number. Yours is number 6.
I am not a number. I am a person.
Number 9. The Ben Stiller Show. Long before they became Hollywood heavy hitters, Ben Stiller, Judd Apatow, Bob Odenkirk, and Janine Garofalo made one of the 90s most chaotic sketch series.
Hi, I'm Ben Stiller. Welcome to the show. I guess you're wondering who I am and what the show's about. Well, I don't know. I've never really had a show before. It's my first time. It's a comedy thing.
The Ben Stiller Show was a different brand of TV comedy from the start. Mixing show business satire with high-energy nonsense, the show and its zany cast packed a lot of comedy into just 1.5 hour.
Lucky Clover cereal, an important part of this well-balanced breakfast. Now with a fun new surprise in each specially marked package.
Did I eat too much? More than a lot.
Despite its cancellation, the show's first season won an Emmy for writing. Considering where many of its stars ended up, it clearly made an imprint on pop culture, even if it's been largely forgotten.
You shut your stinking trap!
I will not listen! You shut it!
Shut it! Shut your stinking trap!
Trap!
Shut your trap! Shut it!
Number 8. Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Takeshi's Castle was a Japanese game show that threw its contestants into a punishing and often ludicrous obstacle course. Though it inspired a lot of shows including Wipeout, some American viewers might have first become aware of the format through Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, retitled MXC. Later in its run, the show took episodes of Takeshi's Castle and added inaccurate and often crude English dubbing over the original footage.
Best we've seen so far, there he goes. He's like that Lord of the Dance dude. He's approaching the slope of no hole!
Contestants were tasked with jumping across a field of giant bouncy balls and running through a field of thick mud to catch a soccer ball launched through the air.
Terry Pruno, she takes it right across her kisser and gets creamed right in the mouth.
The added English commentary makes an already surreal game show all the more bizarre. Number 7. The Comeback. Lisa Kudrow created this mockumentary series with Sex and the City writer John Patrick King.
So this is my Jane, I'm sorry. The camera keeps moving in and out.
It's always going to be moving. Just keep going.
No, yeah, oh, I know. It's just, I don't know if I should wait for it to settle or...
In it, she plays Valerie Cherish, an actress consistently fighting off the piranhas of the entertainment industry, as she tries to capitalize on her former sitcom fame. Luckily for her and for us, Valerie is not exactly the most self-aware person.
New girls, huh? Now this one, she's real special. That, Leela Durham.
I think it's Lena Dunham.
Well, I don't... There, yeah, no, I'm right, Lena.
She's put through the degrading paces of being a middle-aged woman in a business where youth is currency and fame is fleeting. The world of The Comeback is like a looking glass version of Hollywood, full of narcissism, desperation, and sometimes even outright cruelty. It's also hysterically funny.
No one? Really? Not no one, Mark, because I believed in me. I'm not no one. That's not nice. Maybe you don't think I'm someone, but I have a birth certificate that says I am.
Number 6. The End of the Effing World. This British series is a road trip buddy comedy with a dark twist.
I think we live in the most boring town on the planet.
Yeah, maybe.
Based on a comic series by Charles Forsman, it follows James and Alyssa as they drive across the country. Their reasons for this are vastly different. Alyssa is a troubled girl who wants to escape her rotten home life. James is a troubled boy who thinks the road trip is the perfect cover to murder her. Despite its disturbing premise, the show somehow manages to reel you in. If anything, James's motives just make what could have been a standard teen romance way more suspenseful and poignant than it would have been otherwise.
We should go away, properly away, like somewhere foreign.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, completely new, and start again.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that too?
Yes.
Number 5. I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. The sketches on this show find comedian and writer Tim Robinson and the ensemble having to negotiate increasingly stupid situations with surprisingly high stakes.
It does both. I was here yesterday. It actually goes both ways.
Oh, okay.
Okay, see ya.
It asks the questions we've all asked ourselves from time to time. What happens if a baby pageant turned deadly?
Oh, somebody get her! She's trying to get Jarvis! All right, you know what? This was dumb. Dump it. Trash it. This one's garbage.
What happens if you swear too much on a haunted house tour? What does the table lady do for a living? Although the Netflix series has good reviews, its particular sense of humour is probably an acquired taste. But if you acquire the taste, it'll have you laughing until you cry.
I was fired from work for something completely embarrassing. I was fired for something extremely embarrassing. I'm not going to say what it was, but it led me to invent this powerful hot dog vacuum.
Number 4. Police Squad. After their success with Airplane, actor Leslie Nielsen and creators David Zucker, Jim Abrahams, and Jerry Zucker teamed up for this short-lived sitcom.
I'm Captain Frank Drebin. I understand you had a pretty rough time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Cigarette?
Yes, I know.
Police Squad introduced the world to Lieutenant Frank Drebin, a cop who is almost blissfully unaware of the world around him. Poking fun at the bravado of similar TV characters, Drebin has a knack for never ending a sentence the way you'd expect.
Please go away. Please go away. I don't want to answer any more of your questions.
Well, we're sorry to bother you at a time like this, Mrs. Twice. We would have come earlier, but your husband wasn't dead then.
Despite its wealth of visual gags and ridiculous antics, the show failed to find its audience and was cancelled after 6 episodes. However, a few years later, the premise found huge success when it became a movie, The Naked Gun.
There's something on the side of your mouth, Al. No, the other side.
Number 3. The Syphil and Ollie Show. The brainchild of Liam Lynch and Matt Croco, The Syphil and Ollie Show was a meandering and low-budget show about 2 sock puppets who specialised in crude humour.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name's Syphil, and this is...
Dude.
What?
I just got a message on my machine from that stealth guy.
The guy who hates you.
And he said that he found out where I live again.
Oh,
he's gonna kick my ass, dude.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Airing on MTV between 1998 and 1999, the show had a grungy public access feel. Viewers would be treated to vulgar sketches, awkward interviews, and unpolished musical numbers. Its underplayed humour may have been a little too ahead of its time.
Everything is gonna be a hologram.
So you can't touch anything there?
No.
You can just
in the
look at
future,
it.
no. In the future, you won't touch anything because everything will be a hologram.
But you can get a lot more things. You just won't be able to touch them.
Right.
Due to low viewership, MTV cancelled the show before its completed 3rd season could air. Though the show didn't find much of an audience, it does have a small and dedicated group of fans, the self-proclaimed sockheads.
Yeah, that's just part of a man's cycle. Happens once a month. Don't worry about it. Really.
Totally normal.
So I'm not weird?
No, it's nature's way.
Thank you.
Number 2. Strangers with Candy. This satirical skewering of after-school specials consistently crosses lines other shows wouldn't even go near. It stars Amy Sedaris as Jerry Blank, a former sex worker with substance use disorder who returns to high school at the age of 46.
I'm out of jail, picking up my life exactly where I left off. I'm back in high school, living at home, and discovering all sorts of things about my body.
Each episode finds Jerry learning hard lessons about very important social issues. The show also features 2 equally deranged and highly unprofessional teachers played by co-creators Paul Dinello and future Late Show host Stephen Colbert.
Jerry, I wouldn't worry about those grades.
This party is an A+.
Glad you think so, Mr. Noplin.
It's really a loss about Poppy.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Strangers with Candy may not be for everyone, but the show's brand of politically incorrect comedy has scored some passionate fans over the years.
Hey, girls.
Ladies?
Jerry, we heard an ugly rumor that you were going out with Drake.
He did express an interest in me, but don't worry, my chastity is in no danger.
That's good to hear, Jerry, because Drake Rogers leads to a bad reputation.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. From cheesy sci-fi horror epics to melodramatic soap operas, there were few genres this Channel 4 series didn't parody during its short run.
Finally, here is Dark Place. For the first time on British television, it had a brief run in Peru. Sit back, dim the lights or switch them off if you don't have dimmers, put conventional logic to one side, and enjoy.
Each week, Dark Place presents an episode of a fictional 80s show bookended by commentary from its makers, particularly its egotistical writer and star Garth Marenghi.
All I do is sit down at the typewriter and start hitting the keys. Getting them in the right order, that's the trick.
Full of terrible writing, stilted acting, and cheap special effects, Dark Place is a love letter to a certain kind of genre TV. It takes some really gifted writers to make good bad TV. Writer-creator Richard Ayoade and Matthew Holness clearly see the beauty in bad dialogue and messy storytelling.
Dag, any thoughts?
I don't know anything about it. Besides, I think there are more important matters at present.
Could you give me an example?
Like hospital bloody hygiene.
Which of these chaotic shows had you seen before? Sound off in the comments.
Everything's all set, Frank. We've got men covering all the exits.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.